Hello, viewers. You're welcome to your show, my show, our show, the Digging Deep Show. Thank you for tuning in. Luckily for you who are watching today, we have somebody who is here to revive you. I know some might have given up already because if you are trying to lose weight a month, nothing have happened, you are likely to give up. In the studios today, we have a woman who is so hardworking. I don't know how she did it, but that's why we have invited her to come and share her story about weight loss. Welcome, Getrude.
Well, thank you for having me.
To those who know you, they know a bigger Gertrude and they are now seeing a small version of Gertrude. What really happened?
Wow, it's been a fantastic journey where I've just adapted healthy eating and I changed my lifestyle, and this is the result you're seeing here today.
Many times when people have achieved, if you ask them, they don't have many ways. They say it was easy. Was it an easy journey, just changing your eating and seeing you just like this?
No, I wouldn't say it was easy, but in life,
Probably to start with, people might want to know what size were you?
oh, I'm embarrassed to say I was a 22, size 22.
Right.
Size 22.
Size 22, and what size are you now?
I'm a comfortable 12, but I could fit into a 10.
So you have lost close to 50 kilos.
43 kilos to be exact.
43 kilos. Wow, that's a big number.
Thank you.
Yes, that's all for you. How did you do it?
Basically, when I set out to lose weight this time around, it was different in the sense that I just did not focus on what I was eating, but it's a psychological change as well. I sat down, and as you will find if you read in my book, I came up with what I term the ABCs of weight loss. And I looked at the psychological factors that contribute to it, that you've got to desire something and you've also got to believe. So believing that you can lose weight, believe it, and you're halfway there. So those are some of the secrets that I'll let you in on how I tackled my weight loss this time around. And then the lifestyle change came in after.
You spoke of two things, psychological and believing. Are there any times whereby when you're waking up after losing weight, you woke up thinking you're still a size 22, whilst you managed to conscientize yourself to say, this is who I am. I've been thinking of being a 10. So when you're waking up, you're dreaming like a size 10, and you woke up like a size 10.
I'll tell you what, the day I decided to lose the weight, I began to visualize myself and saw myself as a size 10.
So though you were 22, you were dreaming like a size 10.
I was seeing a size 10. So that made the journey that much easier because I knew what I wanted and I was going for it.
It's true, ladies and gentlemen. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. So if you are there, you are thinking of losing weight, probably you are thinking of starting a business, or you have something which you want to get into, and you are not so sure if it will come to pass. There is a good example. She has your story, and you will have your own story. You're watching your show, my show, our show, the Digging Deep Show. Gertrude, you spoke of the ABCs of weight loss. Can you please expound on that?
I'll tell you, one of the difficulties I faced with losing weight is in the beginning, I was always doing it for someone else. But like you will find in my ABC plan, you've got to accept that I don't like the way I look. And that's the first step that you take. When you accept and you acknowledge that, look, it's me, I'm doing this for me. It's not about my husband. It's not about the next person. It's not because my friend down the road thinks I don't look good, but I don't like the way I look. And then you acknowledge. And then from there, you take the next step, which is the B. And then you believe you can do it. All right. I had so many people telling me you will never be a size 10. That's impossible. But something is only impossible until it's done. So I believed I could do it. Remember, I told you I visualized and I saw it and I knew I could do it. That fueled my desire, just knowing I could do it. And then the C comes the commitment. Because you have to be committed to something if you want to see the change. If you want to see results, you have to be committed.
That's true.
And then if I was to go on, then I would give away the rest of my book. So that's a bit of the ABC plan for you.
All right.
There's more to that.
the acknowledging part of it, was it because of the community, friends, or you just thought that, I'm supposed to be doing these things and I cannot do it because of the weight, let me lose weight?
There's so many factors that contributed. I'll tell you, I struggled with my weight for like the last 17 years. I've suffered from bulimia, anorexia, and back pain. So I knew that I had to make those changes, and I felt really weighted down, in the literal sense, weighted down, the weight as well. I couldn't do things I loved. I loved going to theme parks and going on the rides, but I was limited. I couldn't do that. So weight, in a way, governed my life and limited me to doing so much that I wanted. I couldn't play football with my boys. When we go to the park, I'd sit down and watch them play football with my husband, and I couldn't join in. So those are some of the factors that came in, acknowledging that, when you don't accept something, if you don't accept a problem you have, then you lose the power to change it. But when you accept that this is my problem and I can fix it, then you give yourself that advantage in knowing the next step to take to accomplish the results you desire.
And how did you manage to turn the negative belief? Because you spoke of belief, and at times we have this negative belief. How do you manage to turn it, to flip it from being negative to the positive side of it?
I read somewhere that faith is like the Wi-Fi. It's invisible, but it has the power to connect you to what you want.
All right.
So that's what I did. I just believed, and I took it from there. It's so much harder to not believe, but when you believe, it just connects you, and take it from there.
Many people might want to know about the book. Can you tell us more about the book?
Sure. The book is just a very motivational story that I tell about myself. I just wanted to get my story out there, how I did it. So it basically covers the 17 years where I struggled, as the title would tell you, weight loss wars. So the wars, as my father-in-law put it, that I was going through. So I just go into detail about the other diets that I tried and they never worked out, and how weight just literally governed my life. So that's what the book is about. I just want to inspire other people that might be struggling with losing weight, just to let them know that it can be done.
It's possible.
It's possible. Yes.
Weight Loss Wars is the title of the book. So if you want to have a copy, kindly send her an email and she will reply you as soon as possible. Apart from the reasons which you have said, are there any other reasons why you wrote the book?
I'll tell you, another reason I wrote the book was, apart from my weight loss wars, I had other issues in my own life where I felt lost. I hadn't achieved anything in my life. So I just, when you're literally searching, there was a yearning inside of me where I wanted to do something. Okay, I had my 2 boys and I was happily married, but I wanted something that I would have achieved myself as an individual. So I would literally go on the internet and I would search things like, there's got to be a better life out there, because I believed there was. But then I came across a book that somebody else had written, and inspired me to write my own story. But even though the story focuses on weight loss, it's also inspirational in the sense that if you are not going through weight loss issues, there might be other issues in your own life, but those are integral in you finding your destiny. The one area I struggled with for 17 years was key for me to discovering what I wanted out of my own life.
Knowing who you are.
Exactly. Knowing who I am, knowing what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't want to just end up as a wife and a mother and just end there. I wanted to impact other people. I wanted to leave a legacy. So from that, losing weight is what unlocked the doors for me to achieve that. So that is one of the reasons that I wrote the book as well.
Losing weight might have made some changes in your life. Are there any markable changes which you say, when I lost weight, these are the changes which I have got so far, apart from just feeling good?
Exactly. I'll tell you, the one statement I hear these days is, oh my God, you've got your confidence back. You're so confident. And I think, wow, I think I'm confident. I feel like I've got a new lease on life now. I've got the confidence to do what I want. The sky is the limit. So for me, I think losing weight
You
Just
feel
put
like
that in.
I bought the right brand now.
Exactly. Stop me if you can. Yes.
You know, if you're just joining us, we have Getrude Nyirenda in the studios, and we are discussing about weight loss. She got her book, the latest book in town, Weight Loss Wars. I know most people, they are fighting with weight, and to the man, you can't wait for winter to come so that you're cladding in those big jackets because of the big belly. But she is saying it's possible if you only believe. First, accept it, believe it, and
Commit.
Commitment is needed there. Apart from your book, the weight loss area, you highlighted that you have a passion of sharing with other people and speaking to others. Which areas do you think people might need to be awakened?
Yes, I just want to empower women because I think we all have a voice. And we all have a story that we want to tell. So if I can empower other women through my own story, they can identify with my weaknesses, with my own imperfections. And from there, they can also find their own strength to tell their own story. So if I can impact, even if it's one person, to get up tomorrow and do something with their lives, and from there find their real reason for being here on earth, they find their own destiny to then go ahead and share their own story, then my work would have been done.
Getrude, you mentioned that you go to work, you are a wife, and you are a mother of boys. How did you manage to juggle all these things together with weight loss?
I didn't actually go to the gym. I walked instead. But that was my me time. It was the time I used for reflection. It was the time that I could get away from everybody else's worries, worrying about what the boys are going to do, what my husband's going to do. It was my own time where I could reflect and think about what I wanted out of life.
Was it a daily thing, and how was it? Please, can you take us through the journey?
I used to walk for 5 days a week, 5 miles.
So by the end of the week, you will have walked about 25 miles in total. And are you still in that same routine?
Because now I'm maintaining, I've had to reduce the number of days I walk. But because I love it, I literally fell in love with walking. I can't do without it. Just breathing the fresh air and looking at all the beautiful houses, the surroundings. It's still my me time that I couldn't do without now, because it's lifestyle change. You make changes that you've got to live with for the rest of your life.
They have to be permanent.
They have to be permanent. If you enjoy them as well and you make them interesting, then you want to hold on to them.
There's this issue of brown bread, brown rice, let's eat this food that doesn't taste and all this stuff. Did you change your diet?
I'll tell you, one of my secrets is you don't need to change your diet drastically. Just make small changes that you can live with. I love bread, and I still have bread for breakfast. I have a sandwich for lunch. I just incorporate the foods that you love into the new lifestyle change, and you won't find it as hard to follow.
Still taking the same portions, or the portion have reduced?
Well, unfortunately, the portions have to reduce. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything, there's nothing new. You have to reduce the portions. Because, if you really look at it, you're probably eating more than you need to anyway. So it's just knowing the right amount to eat, and knowing when you're satisfied, and knowing when to stop.
I've never been in this weight loss thing. To the glory of God, thank God that here and there I do exercise like twice a week and all that stuff. But people, they say if you want to lose weight, that's some. I don't know whether it's a myth or it's real. You need to buy clothes, because you're taking visualizing. You buy your size 10 clothes, you put them there. So when you wake up every morning, you will be seeing yourself getting into those clothes. Was that the same thing when you're saying believing and accepting and the ABCs?
Yes, that is. I'll tell you what. I also bought a dress in a size 10 because I knew what I wanted. And seeing that every morning helped me. It's just sort of like a reminder, because you forget. Sometimes you forget, but if it's there and you said it and it's a reminder, then every morning you've got a goal that you're working towards. So it's just, you can use that as a reminder.
Another question with those who are just watching this show will be, how long did it take you after 17 years of struggling with weight? How long then did it take you for you to lose 43 kilos?
It took me a year, 12 months. 12 months to lose that weight.
It's possible.
It is
possible. Zig Ziglar once said, "The greatest nation is imagination." So if you imagine it, if you believe it, it is very possible. You are watching your show, my show, our show, the Digging Deep Show. We are with Getrude Nyirenda in the house. She is a weight loss coach. She is an author, and she is there to speak as well. If you are having your group gatherings and you want her to come and speak to you, definitely you will feel changed. Her details are right on the screen. Getrude, there's some people who are watching right now and they just want to hear that word. You know, there are certain times whereby when you're listening to somebody, you're just waiting for that word to connect with. What would be your word to the viewers who are watching you right now?
My word to you today is you can do it. I've done it. You too can do it.
Gertrude, there are mothers who are out there and their challenges. I cannot do it because I am busy. What would you say to them?
This might actually seem really harsh, but if you're still making excuses, then you don't want it. If you're still making excuses, then you're not ready for it. Excuses are for people that don't want something.
Excuses are for those who are not ready. If you are really hungry, you'll definitely go for it. So if you are a mother or if you are one of the people and you're saying, I'm busy at work, I cannot make this, get this from the horse mouth, she's just saying if you're ready for it, you can call her. She will help you.
Can I also add, is that if you're a mother, you want to set a good example for your children. So do it together with them. Children learn from what they see, not what they are told. Because most mothers don't realize that obese children will grow into obese adults. So if you're thinking, I'm a mother, incorporate your children, incorporate your meals so everybody's sharing with you. Go out for walks with your children, play with them in the park. So there's really no excuse.
And how important is the family support in this issue, in the journey of weight loss?
It's very important because if like me, if you're married and your husband is not supporting you, like in the beginning, not that my husband didn't mean well, he sort of felt sorry for me, so he would go out and order pizzas and order KFC because that is what I used to like before.
To spoil her wife.
Exactly. But in the beginning, he would do those things, and not that he wasn't supporting me, but he I don't really know why, but it didn't help me because then I would regress and I would eat them. But once he realized that I was serious about my goals and what I wanted, he then changed and asked me, was there any way he could help? So I said, yes, if you eat healthy with me, then when he saw the results, it inspired him as well. He wanted to eat healthy. He wanted to go out and walk. He wanted to eat what I was eating. So then we just all incorporated the changes, and together we did it as a family, which made life a lot easier for me. And then my mom, it branched out to my mom and my sisters as well.
And friends at work and
yes.
church, how did they accept it? You know, there are some friends, when they see you big, they say, yeah, you're looking good. Did you find critics along the way of losing weight?
I did. I found people who discouraged me and said I looked more beautiful when I was bigger. But that's why if you've got to identify what you want. Never. And I said in the beginning, you have to accept and acknowledge that you want it for yourself. So when those critics come along and you know what you want, they can't deter you because you know what you want. It's not for them.
In confrontation of a river and a mountain, it is the river that conquers, not because of power, but because of perseverance. So if you are looking for something, definitely, you have to fight for it. Critics may come your way, but they can at times make you strong. Your last words to the viewers, Gertrude.
Get a copy of the book. It will inspire you. Even if weight loss is not, you're not dealing with weight loss issues, but it will inspire you as well to face your struggles, your imperfections, and to deal with them, because they might be integral in leading you to your destiny and achieve everything you want for your life.
How much is the book?
The book is £10.
Just £10. So I know the easiest way for somebody to achieve things is by reading a book. Something which took somebody 17 years to do, you can just achieve it in less than 2 weeks of flipping pages. grab a copy, send her an email, send a text message. Her details are right on the screen, and she will be ready to work with you. She's also available to speak to you if you're having your seminars, workshops, church gatherings. She's available. Give her a shout. She'll be ready to serve you. What more shall I say to our viewers apart from saying thank you? Thank you so much, Getrude,
for
being
me.
with us here. Thank you to our viewers for giving us your precious possession, which is your time, and to our sponsors. If it was not of you, the Digging Deep Show would not go this deeper. We really appreciate you, and we pray that the Lord will grant you more grace. For me and the rest of the team on the Digging Deep Show, we are signing out till we meet again. Kudzi is my name. Mwah. I love you all. God bless you.